Okay, let's talk about the Hearthstone update.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Light It Up and Ear of the Dragon. Coming in April, first week of April most likely. So this is very simple. They already done this, but new player experience between rank 50 and 25. You can never lose stars and you get quite a few packs along the way. I really like it. Anything to help the new player experience is a plus in my book. The star changes doesn't really mean that much. You have the Dragon. Hall of Fame. 9 cards are moving to the Hall of Fame. Naturalize. Naturalize makes me sad because the reason why they're nerfing Naturalize, not the reason they give anyway, is because Druid isn't supposed to be able to deal with big guys. So if you drop a Mountain Giant on turn 3 against a Druid, you're supposed to smack his ass into the ground, which generally happens, but sometimes they have Naturalized and you can't smack the ass. I get that part, but it does feel really bad because Hakar and Mecha'thun are now, essentially they got Aviana'd, right? You can't run it anymore, which makes me very sad because you guys know how much I love OTK decks. Hakar and Mecha'thun are OTK decks. Mecha'thun's still in standard and Hakar's still in standard, but without Naturalize, I don't see it working out. Maybe they can introduce a card that destroys your own minion, because most of the time you're destroying your own minion, but very sad. Druid's already bad, and now Mecha'thun and Hakar is unplayable. But I understand, it's like, you don't want Druids killing big guys. That's their weakness. But right now they're so weak because Wild Growth and Nourish got hit as well. And they're losing Ultimate Infestation, so curious times for Druid. Not sure where they can go. Doomguard getting nerfed. So Blizzard hates charge, if you guys can't tell. Leroy, nerfed. Arcane Golem, no charge. Force of Nature, no charge. Warsong Commander doesn't give charge. The card charge doesn't give charge no more. So Blizzard hates charge now, and a lot of classic and basic card comes with charge. So just another victim in the charge purge. The charge combo used to be with Skull Manari and Carnivorous Cube, but those two are rotating out. Still, they don't like leaving charge in the game, which I understand. Also, no more Zoo Warlock top deck in Doomguard on an empty hand on turn 5. That was BS. So that's another charge. The only guy left is Kokron Elite, which is warrior only. Wolf Rider, which is overcost. South Sea Deckhand, and Stone Tusk Boar, right? For chargers from the classic set. Stone Tusk Boar is also an eventual nerf, I feel like. So enjoy while you can, little piggy. Reckless Rocketeer, which is overpriced. And you're right, King Crush, which costs 9 mana, so it's really hard to combo with. Zoo Warlock takes a big hit. Doomguard was in pretty much every single Zoo Warlock deck, because a 5 mana 5/7 charge, even with the discard, it's fine. Sometimes you don't even discard any card. Divine Favor, another big blow to an archetype. Aggressive Paladin exists because Divine Favor exists. 3 mana, draw, 3+ card is insane. So Secret Paladin, Odd Paladin, Aggro Paladin, back in the day, and sometimes even now, Divine Favor always allowed some guy to jam a bunch of weak minions, and they draw Divine Favor, instantly replenish. So I get it. I'm surprised the Auctioneer and Malygos survived, but in an interview they said Auctioneer and Malygos is something they will most likely eventually have to replace, or Hall of Fame. But they like it because they enable wacky decks. And it's true, Malygos and Auctioneer do that, and these decks aren't that high of a win rate. I use Witch Cauldron, yeah. I mean, instead of running Divine Favor, Witch Cauldron is another way to replenish your hand in a way that's more interactive, because it's minions on the board, right? Baku and Genn. Alright, I might have to check my history, but I think this is the fastest card's been Hall of Famed. They were in rotation for 1 year. I don't think any other Hall of Fame card was there for a shorter amount of time, right? 1 year. Credit to Blizzard for recognizing how unfun this was. When they first introduced it, I'll be honest, I was one of the people who were like, you know what? This is cool. Upgraded hero power from the beginning of the game with deck restriction. It's kind of like Reno. It's like Kazakus. And I'm sure Blizzard thought the same. It's like they like cards that influence your deck building. I thought it was a neat idea at the time. And I appreciate them Hall of Faming it once it's apparent that, okay, it's way too strong, way too prevalent. So yeah, they're gone. No more odd path. Well, in wild. I like how Blizzard is just dumping all of this in wild. It's like, yeah, it's too OP. We're just gonna give it to the wild players. Because I know even Shaman, Odd Rogue, and I think Odd Paladin and Wild is broken. Even Shaman. But even Shaman did lose Flame Tongue, which is a huge power loss. Oh, another thing. I love the fact that they're also Hall of Faming these 4 cards. They didn't need to do it. Because once you Hall of Fame Baku and Genn, no one's going to play these cards. No one's playing these cards anyway, besides maybe Black Cat. People used to play Eel before the Flame Tongue nerf. I think it's really cool. I'm not getting paid by Blizzard, by the way. I think it's really cool they're Hall of Faming it because it's all free dust. And 2 of them are epic, 1 of them is rare. It's just free dust for you. So very cash money, Blizzard. They didn't need to do it. And if you ask me, I didn't think they would do it. But because they're doing it, you get full dust refunds for Baku, for Genn, and for these 4 cards. And people always ask, Toast, how do I maximize my dust with these Hall of Fame? And it's very simple. If you don't own at least 2 copies of the card, craft it. And when Hall of Fame happens, you'll get a dust profit. When do changes become live? Beginning of April. I'll remind you guys to do this as time gets closer. You guys don't have to do it now. The expansion is still more than a month away. How do you profit? I'm confused. Okay, so how Hall of Fame works is, if you have a Genn Grey main, when Hall of Fame happens, Blizzard will give you 1600 dust because your Genn Grey main, this is Genn Grey main, your Genn Grey main is unplayable in standard. So Blizzard says, here's 1600 dust, but you keep Genn Grey main as well. So now you got 1600 dust. And a Genn Grey main. So you can disenchant Genn Grey main for 400 dust. So that's a 400 dust profit. Now let's say you don't own Genn Grey main right now. You spend 1600 dust to make a Genn Grey main. And when rotation happens, Blizzard will give you that 1600 dust back. And you keep the card, right? And you disenchant Genn Grey main for 400 dust. Should I get rid of Baku and Genn to make the golden one? Someone did the math. You don't actually profit. You don't lose money. You don't gain money. Moving on. Ooh, this one's spicy. For those who didn't play pre-2017 Hearthstone, the single-player adventures. Actually, it'll be easier to show you guys in the client. So, back in the day, 2 years ago, you had to pay money for single-player experience. Like, this was free, this was free, this was free, this was free. But these adventures, this one, you paid, I think, what was it, 20 bucks for it? You paid 20 bucks for it. The first wing is free. You pay 20 bucks for it and you get exclusive adventure cards. So you can only get these cards if you pay 700 gold per wing or 5 bucks per wing or 20 bucks for the package. So if you want these cards, you had to pay money. So Blizzard switched to dungeon run stuff, where there's no real reward, but it was free, right? And they did it for Witchwood, Boomsday, Rastakhan Rumble. And now they're introducing the old style adventures where you have to pay money to play it. But the cards you get, there's no special cards you get. You only get packs. So essentially now you pay money for single player content. So no more free solo experience besides the first wing. Now you got cough up the dough to enjoy it. Now what do you get? You get all this good jazz. You get anomaly mode, which is like special rules. You get heroic mode. You get tavern encounters, which I think is just a special
NAXX out.
Nax out. Yes, Nax will be coming out to Arena. You get 9 new henchmen heroes, which I don't know what that means. I don't know what henchman hero is. I don't think you can use it on ladder, right? It's just a special hero for the adventure. They didn't really elaborate on what henchman hero is.
Can you purchase it with gold or only literal money?
You can purchase it with gold. 2,800 gold to unlock.
Can I get a date though?
Thanks for the 9,000 bits, Mineth. A date? Why do you want to date me? I'll just have coffee and make small talk. You got any siblings? Oh, that's cool. What do they do? Secretly, I don't give a shit. But small talk. 27 hero powers. 36 starting deck. These are all for solo adventures. What you will get is a golden pack, 15 regular pack, 2 card backs, and a golden legendary. That's like whiz bang. Is it worth $20? How much does 15 packs cost? I mean, 15 packs cost $20. I mean, this is Canadian, it says 25, but it costs 20 American dollars, right? And instead of buying 15 packs with 20 American dollars, you buy 15 packs and all these little bonuses. But of course, that forces you to spend real cash. If you want to buy with gold, you have to spend 2,800 gold, which would have been 28 packs, right? So you're giving up 13 packs. So they make it more tantalizing to buy with gold. No, sorry, they make it more tantalizing to buy with cash. The dust from the golden legendary is worth quite a few packs. That is if they confirm you can disenchant the golden legendary. Because for some, you can't. Like, remember Marin? Marin. Yeah, you can't disenchant Marin. Can you disenchant Whizbang? Well, they didn't give out free Whizbangs, right? So, it's a little more value if you're allowed to disenchant golden Marin. Toes, it's launched with a parallel expansion, so nobody's gonna have gold lying around. It comes out 1 month after the expansion drops. What else? Arena experience? No one gives a shit about Arena. They're doing something cool with Arena though. It's specific sets now. So basic, classic, Curse of Nax Ramus. Nax is finally gonna be out. Whispers of the Old Gods, Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, the Witchwood, and the first expansion of the year. So 6 sets. Shakes up the meta. Keeps things fresh. I like it. I don't play Arena, but I can see why people who play Arena would be excited. So they don't have to see the same crappy cards over and over again. And they bring back some wild cards. Happens every 2 months. So the first month is new cards. The second month is new adventure. The third month is new Arena meta. And the fourth month is the hype phase for the new expansion. So I can see them trying to like stagger these content so that there's something little fresh every month, which is one of the big complaints people have for Hearthstone, right? Is that everything just blows their load within the first 2 weeks. After that, it's the same boring stuff for 3 months. Fireside Gathering. Do you guys go to Fireside Gathering? I don't. For a pre-release event where you get to access new cards a week ahead of time. But you have to go outside into the sun and make friends. Player feedback. Here's some changes coming to Hearthstone based on your feedback. Re-rolling legendary quest. Ran the card back. That's nice. Smarter deck builder. So right now when you try and deck build, so make a deck, you add some cards, like these 3, and then you have it autocomplete. There's the belligerent Gnome. Like the way they do this is, I don't know, they have a really dumb robot doing it. These are not good cards. So the way they're gonna do it is they're gonna look at the highest possible win rate deck they can build, and they're gonna build it for you. Which I think is pretty cool, because right now with websites like HS Replay and Hearthstone, a lot of people have access to the meta deck instantly, and they're just bringing it into the client where they use their data from the servers and they just give you the best possible deck according to statistics. Wouldn't every deck be the same? I mean, every deck is already the same. They're cutting out the middleman. Toast, play this deck. I'm good. I'm good. What else? Yeah, Mammoth said they're giving out 3 free pack. 1 from Ungoro, 1 from Frozen Throne, and 1 from Kobolds. as long as you log in between March 25th and April 2nd. So what do you think, chat? No new game mode, but they are mixing things up a little bit, I guess. Single player experience, like, I have money and I make Hearthstone content for a living, so I'm already down to pay money. But I know a lot of players are going to complain about the fact that they can't play the single player content unless they pay more, and obviously not everyone has the budget to pay for single player content because they're buying actual packs as well. It does come off as a case like, well, it's just single player content, right? You're not missing out on anything. Solo adventure sounds fun. Yeah, it looks pretty extensive. They say it's the most extensive single player content they ever made, and they gotta pay the bills. They have game designers hired specifically to make single player content. What do you think the new expansion is about? My guess it's Dalaran related. The cloak, the magical cloak, the color scheme, purpleness, it's all very, very like Dalaran inspired. Dalaran is the floating city of mages, magic. It can't be anything else. Any WoW lore buff? Because look at this picture here, to the right, the top right. It looks like sewers, right? And one of the famous places in Dalaran is the sewers. So, Dalaran expansion confirmed. There's a panda, a snake man, and a Valpera foxwoman as the 3 henchmen hero. Looks like the train station in Stormwind. No, I see water pouring out. It's definitely sewers. There's only one famous sewers. What's so special about the sewers? Oh, it's where the seedy people of Dalaran hang out. It's famous. Jaina is also the most visible hero. True, Jaina is part of Kirin Tor, or was part of Kirin Tor, who lives on Dalaran. Yeah, if I was a guessing man, it's probably that. Because that's the Undercity. No, it's not the Undercity. So yeah, some cool things coming. Pretty excited for it. It's definitely better than this meta. There's no way this meta is better than the upcoming meta, because this meta sucks. I could see the henchmen being prisoners in the Violet Hold. Oh, right, because one's a pirate and one is a henchman. Ooh, good point. What cards are we losing that will make the meta good? Branching Path, which is a huge blow to Druid. This was good, this was good, this was good, this was good, this was played. Candle Shot was good, Spellstone was good, Flanking Strike was good, Wandering Monster, Katharina was good. Mages aren't losing that much. Mage did not get an insane amount of good cards. Paladin loses. No one plays this, no one plays this, no one plays this. Priest, what's Priest losing? Dustbreaker and Spellstone, so Big Priest might be dead. Psychic Scream, but they recently got Mass Hysteria, so they're not too sad about it. Kingsbane, oh man, Kingsbane was fun. Had to go though. Alwyn Minstrel, a huge draw cycle. Felderized Strider. Cobalt Illusionist, which means Malagos Rogue is gone too. Road Shaker, Grumble, but Shadow Walk was unplayable already. Healing Ring, which a lot of Control Shaman played. Unstable Evolution, which was fun. Sad to see that go. Cobalt Librarian, Vulgar Homunculus, Spellstone Skull, Void Lord, which was crazy good defensively. Yeah, looking at this now, you could tell Kobolds and Catacombs was way overpowered. Dry Whisker, Reckless Flurry. That's it. No one played these cards. Woe Cleaver sometimes. Fungalmancer, a staple in a lot of cheap aggro decks. Carnivorous Cube, which had a lot of problems. And O-Card. King Togwaggle for the memes. All the Death Knights going bye-bye, and Ungaro going bye-bye. So the new meta is going to be very different because there's so much power in these 3 sets, right? Ungaro, Frozen Throne, Kobolds. Frozen Throne had Skelsat and all the Death Knights. Ungaro had quests and elementals, which is fledgling. It's gonna be very different, and I for one welcome it. No more Kelasath on turn 2. Only Ungaro is leaving with this new expansion, right? Nope, it's all 3 expansions. So Ungaro, Frozen Throne, Kobolds will all be unplayable in Standard come April. Let me look at the dates. You can generally predict which day it's going to be. It's either April 2nd or April 9th. And according to this announcement, the Mammoth promotion lasts until April 2nd, the midnight of April 2nd. So does that mean April 23rd or April 2nd, midnight? So it's either coming out April 2nd, April 4th, because Blizzard release on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What they generally do is they patch on Tuesday and release on Thursday. So April 4th is the earliest guess I have. Yeah, it's gonna be April 4th. April 11th is a little slow though. They also want to do their pre-release event, which takes 1 week. It's the 4th or it's the 11th. Tells it could be April 23rd. No way. That's way too late. They do release this early April. Do you expect hero cards in this set? Yeah, maybe one. They've done one for Witchwood, one for Boomsday, and then one for Rastakhan Rumble. They might do another one. They like their hero concept. They just need to tone down how strong they are, which they did for the last 2. Yeah, that's all the updates coming for Hearthstone. Please be good. I don't want to hate myself playing this game.
Hey, lights out.